As a new decade begins, the pace of change in Toronto shows no signs of slowing. Trends and plans are in motion that are set to reshape the city by the year 2030. It may feel like the Toronto skyline is getting taller and denser by the day, but by the next 10 years, it will be indisputably so. Whether you live in Toronto or plan on visiting someday soon, one thing you'll notice right away is the city's constantly evolving skyline. Hello and welcome back to our channel Future Planet. In today's video, we will take a look into Toronto's insane city of the future in 2030. Before we continue, just take a moment to subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos just like this one. So without any further ado, let's begin. By 2030, Toronto will have a population of 8 million. On its way to 10 million by 2045. Toronto will be one of the most diverse megacities if Ontario government projections are correct. Statistics Canada says the population in the Greater Toronto Area will grow by millions and it will be the fastest growing part of Ontario. The need to house, move and employ those new people is already starting to shape the city. Number 8. YSL Residences. YSL Residences is a residential skyscraper under development on Yonge Street. YSL is the acronym for Yonge Street Living. The project was first proposed in 2017 with a planned height of 1,125 feet, but in 2018, the city's planning department rejected the plan. Then, the height was scaled down to 980 feet. The construction on this tower has not yet started, though the demolition of the existing building has been completed, leaving the facade remaining on the site. The facade is preserved to wrap the base of the skyscraper, like that of the Hearst Tower in New York City. The construction will possibly start in late 2022 and is scheduled to be completed in 2026. Number 7. CC3 Cummins Court 3. In 2017, a 64-story skyscraper was proposed by the Quadrille Property Group to replace two low-rise buildings of Cummins Court. The skyscraper will be the third high-rise building built on the Cummins Court site, after Cummins Court North built in 1931 and Cummins Court West, which was built in 1972. The original design of the skyscraper was a little similar to Ping An Finance Center in Shenzhen. But the design was revised later in March 2019, mainly on the facade pattern. The height was almost not changed, the roof height will be at about 984 feet, while the total height will be 1,148 feet thanks to a spire mounted on the top. The proposal was approved in June 2019. The developers expect that the project will be topped out in 2025. Number 6. Union Park 1. In 2012, Oxford Properties proposed a redevelopment of the Toronto Convention Centre and railway lands. It included a casino and several mixed-use buildings. The Convention Centre's north building would be replaced with two 1070-foot twin towers designed by Norman Foster. The proposal of the casino was rejected by the City Council, which also resulted in a cancellation of the twin towers. 7 years later, in June 2019, Oxford Properties unveiled a new plan for the redevelopment. The proposal consists of 4 towers just north of the Rogers Centre and the CN Tower, and is at the west of the previous proposal of the Twin Towers. The tallest of these 4 towers is an office tower that will rise to 994 feet and will contain 58 stories. If approved, the construction could begin as soon as 2023 and be complete in about 5 years. Number 5. 2060 King Street West Tower. 2060 King Street West Tower, also known as Mervish-Gary West Tower, is a super tall tower planned to be built on King Street West as a part of the development of a 2-tower residential building complex called Mervish-Gary. The 2 towers are respectively to be built on the west and east side of Ed Mervish Way. The east tower is shorter at 875 feet. David Mervish first announced the project in 2012. The original plan included 3 towers. It was then changed to 2 towers in 2014 and was approved in 2017. However, after that, the heights of the towers have been modified several times. The latest planned height for the West Tower is 1,010 feet. No word on when the construction will start. However, it's expected to be completed before 2030. Number 4. The One. Also known as 1 Bloor Street West, the 1 is a super tall tower under construction at the intersection of Bloor Street and Yonge Street. The construction of the tower began in 2017, and with current progress, it's expected to be completed in 2024. The tower will stand at 1,013 feet and become the first super tall skyscraper in Canada. It will overtake the title of Canada's tallest building from First Canadian Place, which has been holding that title since 1976. The tower will be a mixed-use building. Lower floors will be occupied by a hotel with 160 guest rooms, and all the floors above are residential floors containing 416 condos. Number 3. 212 King Street West. Proposed in December 2020, the skyscraper of this project will be built closely adjacent to 3 heritage buildings on King Street West, which were built in the early 20th century. Parts of the skyscraper will cantilever over the historic buildings, making them appear like the base of the tower. New York-based Shop Architects is selected to design the building, for they have good experience in incorporating historical landmark buildings with modern skyscrapers, like what they did with 111 West 57th Street in Manhattan, which also has a historic building at its base. The skyscraper will feature 588 rental units, 660,000 square feet of office space, and over 10,000 square feet of retail space. The tower will have a height of approximately 1,017 feet, and the estimated completion date is 2027. Number 2. Sky Tower. Sky Tower is a part of a luxury condo development called Pinnacle One Yonge, which is composed of a trio of high-rise residential towers. The towers are under development in the waterfront area of downtown Toronto, and just about a kilometer away from the CN Tower. The project was proposed in 2013, but the planned height of 1,025 feet was only revealed in February 2020. Sky Tower will have 95 stories. The first 7 floors are retail space. Right above that is a 12-story hotel, and the residential floors begin on the 13th floor, and a penthouse suite will top off the tower. The body of the tower will be enclosed by a crystal-like glass silhouette with a faceted exoskeleton. This design will make it become one of the most distinctive skyscrapers in the skyline of Toronto. The construction started in 2020 and is scheduled to be completed in late 2025. It will become the tallest building in the city by that time. Number 1. 1200 Bay Street. 1200 Bay Street is a 87-story mixed-use skyscraper proposed to be built in the city's Yorkville area. It will replace a 16-story building built in the 1960s. The tower will have a height of 1,063 feet and will have a skinny form, kind of like 111 West 57th Street in New York City. The building is designed by Swiss architectural firm Herzog & de Meuron. They have designed many interesting buildings around the world, one of which is 56 Leonard Street in New York City. The first 16 floors of the tower will be retail space and offices. The remaining floors above that are mostly for residential use, including 322 condominium units. The top 3 floors will have a restaurant and a sky lounge. No words on construction and when the tower will be topped out. So with that, our video has come to an end here. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We always love to read out your comments. Also, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Future Planet, and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever we upload a video. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, goodbye.